beauty lovers, thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk today about the new Hourglass triangular looking shaped stick foundation. This is their Vanish foundation. I have that on today and I'm going to show you how I put it on today. I like this a lot. The color I have on is called Shell, and it was really hard to find this color. Sold out in Sephora's, sold out on Sephora.com. I finally got it from Hourglass.com. It's hard to find this particular color. What I found is it is really good for a quick application. I'll show you how easy it goes on, and really like the finish on this foundation. Couple of little problems I will tell you about in just a minute, but here is Shell. So it's in a triangle shape like this, and at first I kind of felt like this was not a lot of product to be a foundation, and the end I felt was kind of small. But as I was putting it on my face today and the last few times I've worn this, I think it works out really, really nicely, and I just love the finish on it. So here is Shell on the back of my hand. It's a very neutral light. So you can see the coverage on this is not playing. It is serious coverage. Now, you have to kind of be careful as you're putting this on to not overdo, because you will put too much on very easily and then it's going to end up looking thick. What I put this on today with is a new brush that I got. Now, we've all heard about these super expensive, super soft, furry feeling brushes. This is not one of them. This is a cheapie. This is a knockoff, and it's so cheap it does not even have a brand. I picked this up at a local shop that I go to sell my clothes. It was a resale shop. Let me tell you, this works great. It's so cheap that when you're pressing, though, if you press really hard, the the handle bends. But anyway, it was like $8. And let me tell you, it felt wonderful putting on, applying, wonderful for this product. I don't know. So Vanish, I will show you how that goes on. So I'm just putting this on without any primer or anything. So it's kind of fun. You can kind of draw, you know, stripes. It's kind of fun that way. And really, you kind of have to watch yourself, because you'll put too much on without even really trying. The stuff goes a long way. So I'm just going to kind of smear it into place. When I've worn this before, it has really, really covered, and it is just gorgeous. When I've worn this before, I've put too much on my face and it's just kind of gone. Been too thick, too heavy, and I've had to go back and try to take it off, and see, even a cheap knockoff brush is good. So quick application, very quick application, and then just a little powder. These days I've been using the NYX finishing powder. It's the NYX HD finishing powder. Probably because it's pressed. I really like it being pressed powder. So very nice coverage, very nice dewy finish. It is going a little bit into this line that I have on my forehead that's a little deep, but that's to be expected. That kind of, everything does that really. And I don't wear primers because they just don't work on me. So everything kind of goes into that line. But here's another thing about this product. It doesn't ever really set completely up. So I powdered my whole face today, and I still feel like there are places where I could probably rub this Vanish off. Yeah, and it's even coming off on my fingers a little bit still. I think it's just, it doesn't really ever set up. Maybe that's because it's a stick foundation. Comparing it to other stick foundations, I have a Lancome Tint Idol stick foundation. This one feels a little greasier. I'm not saying that it's greasy, because it really isn't. Once you shear it out, it feels very velvety and soft, but it felt a little more emollient than the Tint Idol does. I really think I like it. It goes on really, it's a quick application. That's what I really like about it. You stripe it on your face, blend it, and it is very quick application. Now, if you get one of these, be very careful as you're putting the top back on and you're taking it back off. You really have to screw this thing all the way back down and not leave any of it sticking out the end, because if you do, as you're jamming that cap on just really quick, it's going to cut into the product and then you have it in the cap like I do here. So scroll it all the way down before you take the cap on or off. Let us try out one of my Sauchois samples. If you didn't see my last video, it was about Sauchois, which is a sample box. I loved it. So one of the things I got was a Kevyn Aucoin liquid highlighter in Starlight. So here is what it looks like. It's sort of a neutrally pinky, and as you can see, it is not super highlighty. It's just kind of subtle. It's not a super highlighty highlight. Like, I like super highlighty highlights. I like super bright metallic glowing highlights. So I'm gonna put this on my cheek and see how that looks. I think you can also probably put this on under your foundation, but since I was trying out a foundation for you guys today, I did not want to mess with that foundation by putting something under it. It's kind of just going in blobs on there. It's not like it's going real evenly. Let's see. So this to me feels like it is something that can go like that. Like in that direction. And this stuff is kind of setting up, and I'm not having any time to get it where I want to get it. It's not really doing anything. Let's put some more on, and I'm going to put this on my finger this time. Okay, it's very subtle. It's just not that super highlight look that I like. See, here's my other cheek, which is not really glowing at all. It's just barely glowing there. Doesn't seem to be disturbing my foundation and blush and bronzer underneath, which a lot of liquid stuff does. Yeah, it's really subtle. I almost think this would look better on bare skin instead of made up skin. Also, maybe somebody with medium to deep skin, it would show up better, but I'm so white that it's just not showing up at all. Okay, Kevyn Aucoin. That one didn't really work out for me. It may be because I'm just too pale. So beauty.com going out of business. They're shutting down the website. They're doing friends and family right now with 25% off. With that, I bought a new shade of the By Terry blush. I do like these By Terry products, but they are extremely expensive. That's why I liked getting this 25% off. This one is called Platonic Blonde. It's just a straight up matte light peach. I have it on today, and I have to say it's quite nice. I'd kind of like to get another one of these before beauty.com goes out of business, and I can use the 25% off. Very nice and soft, very soft powdery feel. Ulta 21 Days of Beauty started today, and I didn't get anything today, but I plan on getting some things on Tuesday, Wednesday. It just goes on and on. So I'll show you what all I got, probably at the end of the 21 Days of Beauty. I will show you all of the things that I got. Good night, have a good Labor Day, and I'll see you next time.